They don't like it when I do that, man, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Why? Because I do whatever I want, man. I'm with my man, Rich just flipped another home, crushed it on this deal. Rich,
What's up?
he did this in like 2.5 weeks and made a nice little profit.
Yeah, it was nice.
And Tanya did the staging and we tag teamed. It was awesome.
Quick in and out.
Come on, get in the film. Let's go.
Get over here.
We're in the, they're like, we're out of here.
I'm Insta famous. Don't you know me?
I have 37 subscribers on YouTube. Does that count? All right, I'm with my man Rich. He just flipped a home. I've known him for 20 plus years. A lot of people don't know this, that Rich has been investing. How long have you been flipping homes, man?
About 15 years, yeah.
15. See, you told me that last year.
Yeah.
And finally I was like, dude, I want to flip a home.
Yeah, between some land deals and house deals, yeah.
So we were looking at that one in Draper, and that was a possibility, and we were gonna jump on that.
Yeah.
But the guy didn't come through on his side.
Ended up falling through, right?
And then Johnny on the spot, you were like, I don't want to spend a ton of time on this. That condo showed up.
So Red Suit brought me this condo deal and I jumped on it right away. I thought the numbers were pretty good. As we started looking at comps, the comps didn't really help. So it was either like, do we go a little bit less expensive on the remodel or maybe spend a little bit more and make it stand out? And so with the help of Tanya Allen, she helped me design it, and yeah, we spent a little bit more money on it than we wanted, but it stood out, and we went under contract in 2 weeks.
Pretty quick.
Yeah.
What did you want to spend? I mean, I know we walked it, and you were thinking like 20 grand.
Yeah,
25.
I was thinking 15 to 20, and then
what'd you end up spending on it?
On the remodel about 25, and then with staging and everything, it ended up being close to 30.
So you're into it. That's pretty good though.
Yeah.
And it was quick.
Yeah.
Like it took you what, 2-3 weeks?
The remodel took a month, but yeah.
And we scooped it up in the low 300s. We're under contract. Yeah, we listed it. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Like 437, and there was one next to it that was at 395, and it had been on the market for almost 5-6 months. Nothing. Yeah. And you were worried, and I was like, but look, there's nothing that's been renovated. Yeah. So let's go high.
Right.
And luckily, we found a cash buyer.
Yeah, cash buyer. They ended up going under contract within a couple weeks of us listing it, and yeah, we went under contract, and I closed today, so it took about a week to close, cash deal.
So basically, all in, you bought it, what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
2 months ago, moved on it quick, got it listed quick, and we had a plan. Hey, if we're not getting it, we were just about to lower the price.
Yeah.
And we were kind of going back, because Rich is he's been a realtor way longer than I have. And you've done it a certain way, I've done it a certain way. We've both were kind of calling the clients off and on. Hey, let's not sound too desperate. Because that lady, we were chatting with her for what, 2 weeks before her client finally said we want it. Yeah. And so sometimes you don't want to sound too desperate. If you do, then they're going to give you a lowball offer. Yeah. This market's changed.
But follow-up is important. So it was good we kept in contact with her and kind of kept our condo in front of them, and ultimately it ended up working out really well. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're selling this for probably 40,000 more, maybe 50,000 than a condo next door that's 100 square feet bigger, but it didn't have any of the renovations into it. And also, they didn't do a very good job with the marketing. The photos was terrible.
Yeah, it was really bad.
That's one thing that is critical. Like, we did that video out in front. We had Paige help us out. That was cool. We got a bunch of traction.
Professional
Mi amigo chileno, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, Scott. ¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien?
Bien. ¿Cómo está la familia?
Todo muy bien, gracias.
Guys,
bien.
We get it. You both speak Spanish. I have no idea what they're saying, but let me translate the basics for you guys. Rich just joined us over at Real, flipped his first home with the Red Suit. He's coming in hot with his first listing. Amazing condo, whether you're looking for a first-time buy to build equity or a great investment. Should we go check it out?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Professional photos.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, right? The marketing plan going into it, and you and I we were just real with each other.
Yeah, staging.
This is the plan. Tanya did an amazing job on the staging. Like this was the deal I loved, because I know he knew what he was doing, and I didn't have to go out there and micromanage it either. And so it's like, it's time, money. So Are you, I mean, for the time you put into it, how many hours do you think you put into it?
15 to 20, you know,
15 to
between
20
going
hours.
back and forth and working stuff out. Like I had to go to Home Depot a few times and buy some things that my contractor didn't know exactly what I wanted and that kind of thing, but. Yeah.
And you have really good contractors that you've worked with that you trust, because that's everything.
So that's another interesting, on this deal, I actually ended up using a contractor that I hadn't used before, but I've sold them, he and his wife, 3 houses already.
Okay.
We've talked about partnering on a deal, and we haven't been able to partner on a deal, but I did bring him in as the contractor on this deal, and he did a really good job.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
And if he was
Yeah.
in budget and he makes money and
Yeah.
does it quick.
Yeah.
And, so think about it. Let's just say somebody makes 20 grand on a flip, right? And they put 20 hours into it. That's $1,000 an hour.
Right.
So a lot of times we try to go after these deals that are $100,000 flip remodel, but they take us a year of our time. They take us thousands of hours of our time. That's not a very good return on your money.
Yeah.
So sometimes like you were like, hey dude, I just want a quick, easy
Yeah.
deal that didn't stress you out too much. You know what
Yeah.
you're doing. And
sometimes you'll hit those home runs where you make 50, 75, 100 grand, you know, and those are great, but you gotta, my philosophy is you gotta take some small ones with the big ones too, you know? So.
yeah, you got to do a lot of deals.
Yeah.
You're going to run into deals where you don't make a lot and others. And so it's time management. He did an awesome job with his contractors, with his stager, with the photography. I mean, we had things, and for me, I always have a backup plan. It's like, no, we're trying to list this. Sometimes when things aren't quite ready, you just have to say, hey dude, it's all good. We have to pivot, right? So Guaranteed Title, Title Guaranteed, they did an amazing job. They helped close both sides. You got a reissue rate, right? I use a transaction coordinator just because I want to be out in the field finding deals, helping out. But overall, you crushed it, dude. Good job. It's fun to work. And the thing is with Rich, he didn't cause me problems. So the next time I have a deal and he's ready to go, I'm going to send it to Rich, right? I mean, is that the name of the game?
Let's do it.
So, wow, look at the difference. Destaging, here they are. Yeah, so this is a very simple remodel. Basically new floors. They had some countertops that were decent, but they weren't that great. New appliances, countertops, painted those. That new wall right there, some lighting. It's not crazy expensive, but it makes a massive difference. That's it, man. Big primary. So always destage after they've already done the final walkthrough. Because if you destage and then they do the final walkthrough, what's gonna happen? The client's gonna come back and say, this house looks very different than when I bought it. And now they're gonna start looking at all the imperfections. Hey, something's wrong with that. So that's why it's critical. It's kind of a pain to destage after the final walkthrough, but you don't want to have problems after. So just let them sign, destage it, be on the races, and then the buyer can figure it out. So cool. All right, another fix and flip has been completed by the man himself, Mr. Rich, who's a realtor. He's at our team at Real, which is amazing. And I gotta get the sign, so come on, look at this. Look at this. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Does that look like me? Kinda. Buy the house, buy the house. Selling houses. Gonna buy the house? He does not want to buy the house. All right, another flip done. Tanya's out there doing it. Okay, grab the sign, gotta go. This is on the market literally like 3.5 weeks by the time we listed it and closed. We got a cash buyer. We listed it about $40,000 more than our competitors. We're not gonna say who they are, don't show them the sign. Less square footage, got about 40 grand more. It's all about marketing, branding. Rich crushed it on this deal. I can't wait for you to see the inside. Let's go. I think I just need oh my goodness. Look, she's got her coffee over there. Okay, how are we gonna do this? You ready? Here's what we need to start doing. They don't like it when I do that, man, but I'm gonna do it anyway.